So 2020 Accord, ball joint, lower ball joint, 51220 TVA Apple 01. That's the part number. If you guys need it right there. This is what it looked like. It has 3 bolts on the bottom and 1 nut on the top, 3 nuts on the bottom, 1 on the top with the cotter pin. This is a little bit different type of cotter pin. So we're gonna match up the tools and go down here. So this thing has like a little retainer, like a clip cotter pin. So pretty much you're gonna pull this off. It's like a hook. It's like a hook, okay? So let me get a proper tool. Let me get a needle nose. So what I'm gonna do next is we're gonna grab this guy right here. I'm gonna kinda, you see what I'm gonna do here? Push this back in first, and then the hook comes out, and this thing just comes out, so it's like a little hook. So save that because you don't have a new one. So we're gonna have to put a wrench on that and bang this out and take off these at the same time. So these might be 18 or 17 millimeter. Let me get the proper tool. But before that, let's loosen that up because it's important. Okay, we might have to remove the axle and push the axle back a little bit, and that would help us a lot. Or if anything, we'll just push the axle out the whole way, and so that way we could just put an impact from the top. But let's start from here first. Let's see if I could turn that manually with the wrench. Or 19 millimeter, I kind of pre-loosened it, guys, so it's gonna take you a little bit of force. So you're gonna put 19 millimeter on that, and you're gonna turn. And remember, this thing is not gonna come out all the way because it's gonna try to hit that. So, but once we bang out, but you don't want it to just spin free play. A lot of times you can put a floor jack to push it up so it can hold itself. And let me see how much I could get out. If you want to do the best way, remove the axle, take off these, and that way the spindle can just come off and the axle will pop out. And you can put a wrench in the back. I'm sorry, impact from straight from the top with the swivel. This is a 19 millimeter. There he goes. So if I bang on this and this thing pops down, that'd be beautiful. But let's see how much. I want to go all the way first. I don't want no restrictions on this. Okay, I'm not able to turn that off by hand yet. There you go. It's loose all the way. Let's take these off next. So you could use a 17 or 18. Both kind of fits on it. And once this is out, we will have to kind of hit on this so it can come loose from this. Should be easy for it to come off the joint. It's already moving around. It's just kind of probably took a beating. This customer hit a pothole really bad. Okay, so it is moving around. Okay, bear with me here, guys. Nothing is standing right. My camera mount, nothing. So there we have it. So I am going to kind of poke this in here. Okay. This is not gonna be fun because the control arm doesn't have a lot of play. And let's see what I can do here. How much can I do here? There you go. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Why did the last one get stuck? Really? One stud is stuck in there, and it's kind of playing with me right now. Okay, this little guy doesn't want to come out. He doesn't want to release the tension. This stud doesn't want to come out. Everything else is freaking out. He's gonna have to come out. Stuck at the last second. I'm not understanding this. Everything is out except the last stud. And there you go. Use 2 pry bars and get this guy out of the way. Okay, now I need to kind of bang this out of there, and then everything is, I'm gonna use a fork to get this out of there. Okay, sometimes even a little bit of a banging will work. Okay, so I might just bang it from the back end. I got a clear wheel back over here. There you go. He's loose. You guys can see that. That was a kind of little bit of struggle there. So he's out of there. So this was what took the impact. Okay, you see the rust and everything? It's metal to metal. Every time it did steering turn, it was making a noise. So next step is we gotta get the knee joint in, get the bolt in, get the nut on the top, what am I doing wrong here now? Okay, it seems like this is used bolt joint. Wow. Oh, never mind. It's good. It's good. I was scared for a second. My balls were shot for multiple seconds, microseconds. All right, I got the threads. I'm gonna kind of tighten this threads up, and then I will tighten it at the end. It will try to spin from the inside, so you kind of push up against it. And if you need to use a floor jack, do so. Okay, so it's not gonna go any further than that, then I will tighten it a little bit later. So next step is reverse procedure. I gotta put that control arm back and get this in there. Next step, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna use leverage from down here. And do not put your fingers in there, because if you put your fingers in there, it will pinch you. So I might use a bigger pry bar instead. But let me just get this up above. Second person with me. This is 2 people job, I guess. So like I said, be careful, guys. Really, really careful. Okay. Slowly and gently. And so this goes in crooked, it's not gonna sit well. So you're gonna have to kind of straighten it up. And you cannot bang on anything because you will damage the threads. One more temp with the pry bar. It's almost in there, but it's not going in straight. Alright guys, let me get this in there. I'm gonna have to maneuver this thing around, but I need the camera out of the way. I kind of went up against this squash plate in the back, so make sure if you do that, you push it back. So I got everything in there. Now I need to collect the 3 bolts I dropped on the floor. And I'm sorry, I keep saying bolts. These are nuts, okay? 3 nuts, 1, 2, and the camera started to move. You can never have anything right here. And 3. So next step, make sure you tighten all these nice and good. Okay, we still need to tighten that one in, and then put the cotter pin in, the retainer pin, and you always gotta line the hole. Okay, we're going the wrong way. So I was doing a tie rod on this, so I am gonna finish out the tie rod job, or I'm gonna tighten it from the other end so that way it can lock up to one side. So I decided to come from this end and tighten this one last bolt. Remember, this bolt not just got to be tight, it's got to be aligned with the little notch, the hole. And this thing wasn't so great tight either. There goes nothing. I need to pay attention to the slot. I think I got it there perfectly, and I did put this thing right over here, so it's pretty tight. Not gonna go any more than that, and this thing will just kind of snap right in, and that's not gonna allow this thing to go anywhere. All right guys, so that's how you're gonna change this bolt joint. Okay, so that's it.